What's going on, Gators? I'm Ray.
And I'm AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Swamp Talk. Hey Ray, how was your finals?
Oh, stressful, man.
Ray, I'm so stressed.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah, man, I could really use one.
You should check out what Mason Talia were doing this week for mental health.
Hey Gators, it's Mace and Talia back at it again. As you might tell, we're whispering. That's because it's testing season. I know I'm stressed.
My anxiety level has been heightening.
So being that it's also Mental Health Month, we did some research
On how we can reduce your guys' stress and anxiety levels.
On the Cleveland Clinic newsroom website, it cited that hugs can positively impact your mental health. Hugs also benefit stress reduction and anxiety relief.
So we went around and offered hugs to students who may be struggling during testing. It's important to talk about your mental health, and a hug can build a smile.
Even in a stressful manner like testing.
So, go hug a friend.
With consent and good luck on testing. Now back to the anchors.
Come here, man. Done. Thanks. I feel a little better.
Yeah, I feel better too. Those tests have been brutal. I wish I would have studied more.
Well, Casey and Alex got you with some end-of-the-year testing tips.
What's up, Gators? It's Alex and Casey. And testing season has been in for May as school is coming to an end. And we know you guys are tired and drained.
So we go around school asking the teachers and some students for testing tips and advice.
So, just remember something, it's all in there. If you were in class and you did your work, it's in your brain. So you just gotta work hard to extract it back out. Lots and lots of practice questions, lots and lots of review. Sit there and read over all your stuff, and it will be extracted from your brain, okay? And have confidence, because we have confidence in you. Good luck.
We're studying for AP Government and Politics, and right now we're playing a game called Quotes. It's basically just a matching game, and I think it helps because it helps us refresh topics we might have forgot earlier in the year.
Lets you see all the terms again, because this is a semester class, so I had this first semester, so I got to see the terms again, and it just reminds me what matches to what. It just helps me associate the words, so when I take the multiple choice, I can associate the words with what they mean.
My best testing tip, go with your first answer. Don't second guess yourself. Don't panic.
Right now we're playing this, it's called the quote game. So you have these cards and they have different court cases and different things on the sides, and you have to match them up to which sides they go. This is for AP Government.
We're reviewing for AP Government, and these are basically just definitions, and we're matching them with the terms. Yeah, studying kind of helps me. Sometimes it doesn't, depend on the class.
I think for this class it definitely helps.
It definitely
There's a lot
helps.
of court cases and stuff to know.
Yeah, there's a lot of memorization with this class.
Also, eating a good breakfast, getting a lot of sleep, studying on Kahoot or Quizlet or any other studying website could really help you during this testing season. Be sure to always check the testing roster so you know in advance when you're testing, where you're testing, and what test you will be taking. It's located in the comments right by the front doors. Good luck, Gators.
That was great, guys. I'll keep those in mind for college.
That's right, you're a senior. You ready to graduate?
Yeah, I am. And seniors, we're almost done with the school year, and our time until graduation is slowly creeping up on us.
From what I'm hearing, there's a lot of stuff to remember at the end of senior year. So here's James, Ben, and Jake to give us the rundown.
Hello seniors, we are a little less than a month away from graduation and the end of our time in high school. This is when it gets really important to lock in and pay attention to the details to make everything go smoothly, so here's a quick rundown of what you need to know. Senior breakfast and graduation practice will be Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025 at Grace Family Church starting at 9 a.m. Dress code, business casual attire. Not sure what that means? Look it up. Students will need to pick up your cap and gown on May 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Commons. If you do not, they will be handed out at the senior breakfast. You'll also get your honor cords if you purchase them on RICOR at this event, and this is important. Participation is mandatory to walk the stage, so you better be there. Also, seniors with a painted parking spot must paint over it with a flat black paint by May 16th. Failure to comply will result in a $50 charge, also at the senior breakfast. Next, the graduation ceremony will be held on Thursday, June 5th at 6 p.m. at the Yingling Center on the USF campus. You must arrive by 5 p.m. and make sure to follow all signage for entry instructions. You also need to leave all personal items like purses and cameras with somebody in the audience. Make sure if you're decorating your grad cap that all decorations must be appropriate for the ceremony. Make sure you read the instructions that were emailed from Ms. Hines on April 11th for the specifics. Please plan ahead for traffic and parking. I'll be there at least 3 hours early. Plan to pay $8 for parking. Cash will not be accepted. Pictures will be taken of each senior when receiving their diploma by Giganti Productions. The photos will be available by email, and they are an optional purchase. And finally, any seniors with a district exam will be taking those finals next week. Seniors will be pulled out of classes for these, so make sure to let your teachers know or check with them to know if you're testing or not. And final senior grades will be posted on May 22nd with no exceptions, so make sure you're passing those classes. That's all we have for today, Gators. Now back to the anchors.
Great work, guys. It's always good to stay informed. Well, that's all we have for today, Gators.
Tune in next Friday for another episode of Swamp Talk.